Hi again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kamarul Arifin. I'm a senior lecturer at UiTM Kedah Branch Campus. In this video, I'm going to continue with the previous materials, that is problems from the workshop for the low achiever students, and we're still going to cover the topic of markup and markdown or retelling mathematics. But for these sessions, it's going to be a question that is a special case question where it combines the topic of trade and cash discount with markup and markdown or retelling mathematics. Okay, so again, you can get the questions and the answer scheme from my web course website. Okay, and then or you can also just click on the link in the description below to download the questions and also the answer schemes. Okay, without further ado, let's just go through the question itself. So in this question, it stated that Tony purchased a machine on 8 September 2019 with a list price of 8,400. The trade discount given is 10%, while the cash discount terms are 4, 15, and 30. He then sells the machine and makes a gross profit of 25% of the selling price. The operating expenses are 4% of the selling price. Find first the amount paid by Tony on 22nd September 2019, the selling price, third the break-even price, and lastly the maximum markdown rate that without incurring any loss. Okay, so let's continue with the solution. So first of all, as I mentioned earlier in my previous videos, in order to solve the problems, what you need to do is to first identify the given informations. So in this case, it says here on the 8th of September, Tony purchased a machine that listed at a price of 8,400. Okay, and then for this list price, this machine listed at 8,400, he is given a trade discount of 10% and also a cash discount terms of 4, 15, and 30. Okay, so basically based on this information, so you have the list price to be equal to 8,400 as shown in the solution, and then you have the trade discount rate to be 10%, that is D equal to 10%, and then you have the cash discount term to be 4, 15, and 30, which is 4% discount will be given if the payment is made within the 15 days from the date of invoice, and no discount will be granted if payment is made after that and the payment is due within 30 days. Okay, so that is the first information given. And then furthermore, he said that he sells the machines and make a gross profit of 25% based on the selling price. So this means that you have GP, the gross profit is 25% of the selling price. So you can rewrite the gross profit as 0.25 SP, which is 25% is equal to 0.25. On top of that, you have the operating expenses to be 4%, okay, of the selling price. So that means in this case you have the operating expenses to be equal to 0.04 SP. So that is the information given, 4% of the selling price. So the first question asks you to find the amount paid by Tony on the 22nd of September. Okay, the amount paid by Tony on the 22nd of September. So since this is a combination of a trade discount problem with the markup and markdown or retelling mathematics, so in order to identify the amount paid by Tony on the 22nd September 2019, so the first thing that you need to do is to identify whether Tony is entitled for any cash discount or not. So to do that, you have to calculate the duration of payment being made. So in this case, the invoice date was 8 September 2019, and payment was made on the 22nd September 2019. So that means the duration here is 22 minus 8, you get 14 days. So this is within the period of the first 15 days from the invoice date. So that means Tony is entitled for a 4% cash discount on top of the 10% trade discount he automatically received. So with this, you can find the total amount paid by Tony is given by the formula LP 1 minus D1 1 minus CD. So 1 minus LP is the list price, and then D is the trade discount, CD is the cash discount available entitled, and then plus AD if there exists any additional charges. So in this situation, there's no additional charges, so AD will be equal to 0. So substituting the values, LP equal to 8,400. Okay, so you have this one. So LP is equal to 8,400. And then 1 minus 0.1, which is 10% for D. And then 1 minus 0.04, that is 4% for the cash discount. So it ends up, when you evaluate this value, you have the total amount paid will be 7,257.60. So that is the amount paid by Tony on the 22nd September 2019. Okay, the second part of the question asks you to find the selling price. Okay, in order to find the selling price, first what you need to do is to identify the cost price. Okay, so the cost price if available. So in this case, since this is a continuation from the previous questions, finding the amount paid, so the amount paid by Tony, that is 7,257.60. This is actually the cost. Okay, so we have here the total amount paid to be the cost of the machine. Okay, so to find the selling price, you are given that the general formula C plus M. Okay, SP equal to C plus M, that is cost plus the markup. But in this case, you can also replace the markup with GP, the gross profit. Alright, so it's also given that previously you have calculated that you have given that the gross profit is 0.25 of the selling price. So substituting GP with 0.25 SP, so you get C plus 0.25 SP. So moving the 0.25 SP to the left side, it becomes 1 minus 0.25 SP. So you get 0.75 SP. So bring back the 0.75 to the right hand side, it becomes a division. So taking the cost, that is 7257.6 divided by 0.75, you get the selling price to be equal to 9676.80. Okay, so that solved the second problem, the second question, that is finding the selling price. Okay, the third one is to find the break-even price. Okay, so the break-even price is given by the formula C plus OE. Okay, you can find the break-even price by using the formula C plus OE, the cost plus the operating expenses. And it is known earlier that the operating expenses is 0.04 SP, right? So just C plus 0.04 SP. So substituting the correct value into the formula, so you have 7257.6 replacing the cost, and then 0.04 multiply with the selling price, the amount that we have just found just now, that is 9676.8. So calculating this value, you get the answer to be 7,644.67 cents. Okay, so that is the break-even price. Alright. Okay, lastly, the question asks you to find the maximum markdown rate. Okay, the maximum markdown rate without incurring any loss. So in order to find the maximum markdown rate, the first thing that you need to do is to find the maximum markdown amount. So to find the maximum markdown amount is simply equal to SP divided by, SP minus the break-even price, the selling price, minus the break-even price. So taking the difference between the selling price and the break-even price, you get the maximum markdown amount to be 2,032 ringgit and 128.128 cents. Okay, so that is the amount of maximum markdown. So in order to find the rate, okay, the maximum markdown rate, what you need to do is to just take the maximum markdown amount divided by the original selling price, multiply with 100. So you have this formula. Okay, maximum markdown rate is maximum markdown divided by original selling price multiplied with 100. So substituting the correct value, and calculate the rate, so you get the amount to be 21%. So in this case, you found that the amount of the maximum markdown will be equal to 21%. Okay, so that solves our problem for the question that combines both the trade and cash discount with the mathematics of retailings. Okay, so hopefully you get some ideas on how to solve this kind of problems. Until we meet again in another video, thank you. Okay guys, I hope you have enjoyed the videos presented so far. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up by clicking the like button below. Do share the videos with others. And lastly, remember to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so that you will get notified as soon as a new video is released. Thank you and all the best.